Tell everybody it's Batman. Where the drugs going? You don't have that. Okay, stop. Anyway, I see him playing Batman, and I love this game. Anyway, I don't like the Batmobile stuff. That freak's pretty weak. But anyway, I digress. The Lord is still saying not yet. He doesn't want to reveal anything quite yet. And there's another time to reflect upon what he's already said. And I made a sermon about this today, actually. And what he was saying to tell the congregation that I'm part of, he was saying to them, saying to me, that, hey, be obedient, because, and this goes back into, once again, what we've already been discussing on the show, is that there is something that God has told you to do, and there's this, what if you don't do it? You know, think about what happened in the Bible. Think about what happened in your own life. What if someone who intervened for you just didn't do it because they were afraid of their own ego or comfort? Where would you be right now? You know, this is so not about you. It's ridiculous. He gifts you with all this stuff, not for you, because he knows that you only need so much deep down in your core when you've got him. When you've got God, he knows that you don't really need too much more than that. You know? Gives you this abundance for other people. For other people to share, to bring other people, to give them resources, give them whatever, so they can get a closer picture of him. So, can we really look at what God is saying and begin to do that? There are things that he has told you to do, and when you don't do it, isn't disobeying God sin? I thought that's what the whole sin argument was. Isn't that sin? It's fascinating how people get caught up in morality and things like that, you know, and only say that is only the place, and that basically that is God, or manifestation of God and everything. And I'm just kind of like, an atheist can do that. They can. A lot of times, atheists are better behaved. Now, a lot. I don't know what the percentage of it is, but you know, I know a lot of atheists who are better behaved than some Christians. So their argument is like, if it's only about morality, why do I need God? I can just do my own thing, you know, be moral about my own thing, and that be that. And that's the thing. He's asking you to step into the supernatural, to step into him, and to actually accomplish these amazing, extraordinary things. And he knows how you are right now, but you ain't gonna stay that way after he's done with you. So don't even let, you know, things like, whoa, this is not who I am. Moses said the exact same thing. I stutter. Who cares? By the time I'm done with you, the Lord's saying, by the time I'm done with you, that's gonna be completely irrelevant. It's gonna be completely irrelevant. So, again, there's something he's asking you to do specifically. It's not just to have the broad sweep of a lot of things, even though those things are good. It's good for you to be moral. It's good for you to follow the moral law that God has given to us, you know, to say that these are things that we don't do, which is evidence of something higher working in us. You know, even the supernatural. Go into the supernatural also, you know. Speak, do your tongue speaking, do your healings, do your prophecies. All that stuff is great. But what does it mean if you never direct it towards the purpose that he's given you in the first place? What did it do? What did you do? And he has a problem when people, believers in him, pull that crap. Don't you sit there and say that you're on fire for God if you are not listening to the specific thing that he has asked you to do. The thing that's in your heart that you are passionate about, that's the hint of it right then and there. That's the hint of it. Confirm it with the word. Confirm it with your brothers and sisters in Christ, as I always have told you. And go for it. Start. He can't begin the process to renew your mind if you don't start. If you don't just simply say yes. He's looking for a yes generation, and everything in the show so far for the past several months has been, okay, something new's coming, will you say yes? It's not time to debate theology and be a bunch of nerds, you know, especially if you're young, because you ain't seen none of the things that God has already written in his word. So why are you trying to be a theologian when you ain't experienced it yourself? Be correct in your theology. Cool. Get on the field, though. Get on the field. So, please, by the mercies of God, don't get comfortable in the fact that you're doing the things that God's told you in terms of the general things, in terms of walking in the supernatural and evangelizing and things like that. But there's a specific task that he has told you to do. It may be in the moment, it may be over the span of what your ministry is on this, in terms of your purpose is in this world. But there's something he specifically told you to do. Will you go and will you say yes? And if you and anything outside of that, it's gonna be a sin. You didn't listen to him. You don't really know too many ways of getting around it. They may not feel good, but we need to hear that. And what if you don't do it? You're always worried about what's going to happen if I do this. What happens if you don't? And where would you be if someone didn't? Think about it. All right, guys, that's my time. You can find me on the social medias in the links in the description below. God bless you. Take care and bye-bye. Thank you once again to my Patreon supporters. It means so much to me. Just look at them. Just look at these people. Just look at it.